wake up, you look in the mirror, you scan your reflection, not for joy, but for flaws. A pimple, a bulge, a wrinkle, a patch too dark, and before you've even stepped out the door, you've already waged war on your own body. But what if I told you that war was never your idea? That the mirror is a marketplace, that your insecurities are not accidents but assets, not yours but theirs. This isn't just about makeup or moisturizers. This is about power, about profit, about how entire industries are built on teaching you to hate yourself. From fairness creams to Botox, from diet teas to gendered razors, beauty is no longer just an ideal, it's an economy. One that thrives by breaking you down and selling you the pieces. Welcome to the Personal Lens, where we explore the political through the personal. I'm your host, and today's episode is the one that touches all of us, some more intimately than others. Because the personal is political, and in this case, the personal is profitable. Beauty, capitalism, body politics. How did something as intimate as your body become a marketplace? Let's unravel how capitalism thrives on our insecurities, especially those of women, queer folks, and anyone who doesn't fit the mainstream ideal. Let's start with a simple question. What is beauty? Who gets to decide what's beautiful? Why is thin seen as desirable in some places while curves are worshipped elsewhere? Why does fairness mean beautiful in one culture and a tan signify wealth in another? These ideals aren't fixed, they are manufactured by media, by advertising, by corporations. But more than anything, they are shaped by profit motives. Think about it. If everyone felt confident in their natural skin, hair, body, and gender expression, entire industries would collapse. Fairness creams in South Asia, lip fillers in Hollywood, laser clinics, diet pills, contour kits. The global beauty industry was valued at over $500 billion in 2023. That's not a coincidence. That's capitalism feeding on insecurity. Capitalism is clever. It doesn't just create products, it creates needs. It tells women, you'd be prettier if you were fairer. You'd be desirable if you were thinner. You'd be lovable if you had clearer skin. Under capitalism, your body is not yours, it's a product. Your hair is marketable. Your skin tone is a sales pitch. Your body shape is a revenue stream. We are sold the fantasy of self improvement, but the bar always moves. It's not about satisfaction, it's about consumption. And this affects different groups in different ways. Cisgender, able bodied, upper caste, fair skinned men often fall closer to the default in media. But women, Dalit and Adivasi people, trans folks, disabled folks, fat people are reminded every day that they are problems to be fixed. So let's look closely at one of the most harmful lies sold in India. Fairness equals to beauty. From Fair and Lovely to its rebranded avatar Glow and Lovely, fairness creams have made billions by telling brown people, especially women, that their skin is their shame. These ads don't just sell creams, they sell a narrative that being dark skinned is a burden, an obstacle, a curse. In 2020, after years of criticism, Hindustan Unilever dropped fair from the name. But did the formula change? Did the message change? Barely. This is classic woke washing, a surface level response to deep rooted colorism. And it's not just in India. Skin bleaching is rampant across Africa, Southeast Asia, and Caribbean. According to the World Health Organization, nearly 40% of African women bleach their skin. That's not vanity, that's colonization repackaged and sold in a tube. Fairness products don't just promote whiteness, they punish blackness, brownness, and realness. Now let's talk about another billion-dollar trap, diet culture. Let me ask you something personal. How old were you when you were first told to watch what you eat? 12, 10, 7? For many of us, especially women, queer folks, and anyone in a body that doesn't fit the ideal, food was never just food. It was a battlefield, a source of shame, a currency we traded for love, validation, or control. Welcome to Diet Culture, capitalism's most insidious lifestyle brand. Let's get one thing straight. Diet culture isn't about health. It masquerades as wellness, but it thrives on shame. It moralizes food. Carrots are good, cookies are bad. It turns eating into a confession and hunger into guilt. You don't eat when you're hungry, you eat what your calorie tracker allows. And if you fail, you're not just full, you're weak. But here's what the diet industry won't tell you: 95% of people who diet regain the weight within 3 to 5 years. Dieting increases the risk of disordered eating, anxiety, and even long term weight gain. It's not about your health, it's about your self surveillance. Under diet culture, your body becomes a project, something to constantly measure, monitor, and modify. Globally, the weight loss and diet market is worth over $250 billion. From detox teas and fat burners to portion control apps and keto meal plans, the goal isn't to make you healthy, it's to keep you hooked. And like any good capitalist scheme, it thrives on repeat customers because it's designed to fail. When the latest diet doesn't work, you blame yourself, not the system, not the science. You buy again because maybe this product will finally fix you. Interestingly, now the diet culture has been rebranded as hashtag wellness, hashtag what I eat in a day, hashtag fitfam, hashtag summer body goals. We are constantly fed curated images of perfection: smoothie bowls, flat abs, workout reels, thin women eating cheat meals with zero guilt. But here's the secret: discipline is being sold as empowerment. Here's something diet culture never wants you to say out loud: bodies are different. Some people can eat junk food every day, never step inside a gym, and still stay thin. Others eat clean, work out, and still gain weight easily. That's not laziness, that's not failure, that's biology. Things like metabolism, genetics, hormones, medication, chronic illness all affect weight, and yet we are sold the myth that thinness is just a matter of willpower. Well, it's not. Two people can eat the same meal and have completely different results. Because our bodies are not copy paste templates, they are unique ecosystems. Capitalism hates that truth because if you understand that your body isn't broken, you'd stop paying to fix it. It's not about strength or vitality, it's about control. It's about being aesthetically desirable and morally superior. And again, capitalism loves it. Because hashtag wellness sells subscriptions. It sells leggings, it sells body sculpting and clean snacks. But real wellness doesn't shame you, doesn't cut a hole in your budget. It should be affordable and possible. Let's not underestimate the toll this takes. Eating disorders have the highest mortality rate of any mental illness. Yet they are often dismissed, especially when experienced by fat people who are shamed instead of supported. The message is clear: your body is a problem that must be solved. And every calorie, workout, and surgery is sold to you as the solution. So, what now? Here's the hard truth: you're allowed to want to change your body. But before you do, ask why. Is it for health or is it for acceptance? Is it freedom or is it conformity? And most importantly, is it your desire or someone else's profit plan? Because capitalism doesn't just want you to lose weight, it wants you to lose yourself and then buy yourself back one product at a time. Whether it's Fitspo, keto, or intermittent fasting, the core message is the same: you are not enough as you are. Buy your worth. Now let's talk about something hiding in plain sight: the pink tax. No, it's not the literal tax. It's the silent surcharge on femininity. That razor in the women's aisle costs more than the men's despite being virtually identical. That deodorant with a floral scent marked up. Shampoo, body wash, face wash, even basic painkillers all cost more when they are marketed to women. And it doesn't end with products. Services like dry cleaning or haircuts often charge women more for the same tasks. A woman's shirt takes the same time to press as a man's, but somehow her price is doubled. The pink tax isn't just economic, it's symbolic. It says if you are feminine, you will pay. Not just financially, but socially, for being visible, for being vulnerable, for not being a man. And the kicker, this economic exploitation happens while women are already earning less, fighting wage gaps, battling job discrimination, and being underrepresented in positions of power and politics. So it's not just about what's on the price tag, it's about what capitalism values and what it doesn't. Why are women and queer folks the biggest targets? Because patriarchy tells them from childhood your value lies in how you look. And capitalism monetizes that lesson. From pink razors that cost more than men's to feminine hygiene products to glow boosting serums. Everything is gendered, everything is expensive. For queer people, it's even more layered. You're taught you don't fit, so you spend more time to conform, to perform, to be accepted, desired, safe. Capitalism thrives on marginalization. It tells you that to be beautiful, you must erase your differences. But beauty was never about difference, it was always about dominance. Thankfully, resistance is rising. People are pushing back. Body positivity began as a radical fat liberation movement started by black and queer activists in the 1960s and 70s, not a hashtag for skinny influencers. Body neutrality encourages detachment from aesthetic obsession. Your body is a vessel, not a billboard. Health at every size challenges the idea that thinness equals health. Campaigns to ban fairness ads, articles who deconstructed gender, age, and beauty norms, and these aren't just hashtags, they are acts of rebellion. And increasingly, creators, therapists, and educators are exposing how diet culture is less about wellness and more about capitalist control of the body. More people are questioning, why should my face be contoured to look like someone else's? Why should my hair be straight to be professional? Why is beauty even a currency? Here's the thing, you don't owe the world beauty. You don't have to shrink, bleach, sculpt, or erase yourself to be worthy. Your body is not a battleground, it's not a project, it's a story. Capitalism wants us to see flaws. Let's learn to see systems instead. Thank you so much for listening to The Personal Lens. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. If this episode resonated with you, do share it. Start a conversation, look in the mirror, and see yourself, not a product. If you have any thoughts and reflections, do reach out to us at the email provided at the description. And until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and keep questioning. And do keep looking through the personal lens.